I'm your host, Currency, blockchain technology, decentralized finance, cryptographic encryption, Bitcoin, altcoins, meme coins, and everything in between coins. It's a pleasure to see you, boys. How goes it? I'm doing splendidly. I cannot complain. We're about to jump into the trenches. It's good to see you all. Tap that screen. Drop a comment in the chat. Leave a gift if you're feeling cheeky. Let's run it up. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Let's lock and load and rock and roll. Another day, another dollar. Slow and steady wins the race, and it's a marathon, not a race. Let's just leave a line on this so we can see what's going on here later. Okay. Let's keep looking around. So Belief, now back up to 3.21 million. Seems like it did bottom out a little bit below this line right here and is now starting to make its recovery. We talked about this extensively on my last stream. The flagship meme coin of a brand new launch pad called Printer.
Generational
and this one is pretty interesting. It's moving well for now, slow and steady. Did top out at 5.5 million within the first hour of its launch, actually within the first 30 minutes or so. Really impressive leg up right there. Good to see you, Bark. What's up, West? Hello, Casey. Where are we at, chat? Let's get a W in the chat if you're watching the stream right now. Let's get a W in the chat if you're watching the stream. If you caught it, then you must be in a good place. Deployer was the other one that we saw earlier. This thing ended up running to 680K, then tapering off from there. These coins are really interesting. They're really interesting. Let's keep moving. Yo, it's good to see you all. Welcome. Let's get it. It's got to be some bangers around here somewhere. Alone's House taking another leg up a little bit not too long ago. Ended up bottoming out around 360,000. Now it's at 600,000. So it did leg up quite a bit from there. Pretty good on the growth. Oh, and would you look at that? The coin that I drew the line on ended up doubling from the line. Not bad. Interesting stuff. Downson just bid a coin called Beer. It's this coin right here. Ended up wicking up like crazy. Let's watch as his bot sells for a loss. Because his bot loves to sell for a loss. He has one of the worst trading bots in all of cryptocurrency. It always buys high and sells low. So it's already bought this token. The token's going down now. I would not be surprised if his bot sells for a loss pretty soon. There it is. He just sold for a loss. So he bought for $42, he sold for $36. He has the worst trading bot I've ever seen in all of cryptocurrency. I've seen it lose every single trade that it's made. Whatever this bot does, you guys got to do the opposite. And the craziest part is, it just sold and realized that loss. Then the chart wicked up even higher than when he bought in at. He literally could have made a profit if the bot had just waited 10 seconds. It's crazy. It's baffling. Mind-numbing. Here's a coin called Something, just migrated not too long ago. Pretty fresh coin. Less than 2 minutes old, and it's waking up like crazy. A lot of volume in this. You can see the KOL bids. We got Blue 6K. We've got Scented in here. We got Solana Degen. And we've got, fuck, I can't read that language. Pretty good growth on the chart, 62,000, 63,000 and climbing. Everybody show some love. Tap that screen and drop a comment in the chat if you guys are fucking with me. Good to see you, Joseph. What's up? Wake up, chat. Let's wake up. Come on. Let's rock and roll. It's Monday night. The trenches are alive. But more importantly, so are we. Let's get it. This thing topped out at 66,000. Now it's kind of chopping it up, having a hard time sustaining itself. A lot of consecutive red 5-second candles here. When will the tides turn? Seems like it might have caught itself right here. Anything good today? There's been a couple good coins. You fell asleep during my last stream. Am I that boring? Let's keep looking. LNMNNMMMC. Le new meme nice meme coin. 53,000. Now this thing's rug pulling. Ouch. Something tells me there's got to be a runner spawning soon, chat. I'm locked in trying to identify this next runner. It's got to be a banger loading. Let's go find it. Good to see you, Magwagon.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Oh boy. It's Mr. Krabs. Look at that. Just topped out at 65,000. Still pushing up. Something is moving. We'd just seen this retrace to 43,000. First pulled it up on the stream not too long ago. Crypto has had a rough year. Maybe we should launch something to fix it. And this coin right here is called Something. Shout out to Nikita Beer. But more than just this meme coin that's probably going to be at 0 in 2 hours, what I really like about this tweet is that he's implying that X is going to do something for crypto soon. This is a very, very bullish indicator. I'm interested to think, what could he be doing? What could X as a platform be doing to support crypto? What do you guys think? Any of you guys have any ideas? Put them in the chat if you guys have any ideas. What is X going to add, brand new feature to the platform to support crypto? Crypto has had a rough year. Maybe we should launch something to fix it, he says. What do we think he's talking about? He's clearly implying something. Wizard says, not deleting my profile for posting crypto, maybe? Sorry, that's out of the question. What's good, Chris? You know, is your name actually Chris P? Is your last name by any chance Bacon? Your name is Chris P. Bacon? TODD says, they shut the Twitter down on Alone's house. Wow, very bullish, bro. It's very bullish that you can't find that coin on SoulScan, that you can't find that coin on Pump Fund, that you can't find that coin on Deck Screener, that you can't find that coin on Phantom, and you can't find that coin on X. That's very bullish, bro. That is very bullish. Finally, we have a coin that's not listed anywhere. That's going to be the next runner, bro. Give it a rest, little bro. The coin is cooked. I'm sorry. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. They pretty much scrubbed that coin from the internet. Like that one photo of that alien that got posted on 4chan. Now this thing's at 100,000 on something, still wicking up like crazy. Insane growth right here. Are you guys watching this? My goodness gracious. Chat, put a W in the chat if you caught this one. It's been running like crazy. I said I felt like there was going to be a runner starting soon. And then the runner came right out of the gate, pushing up. Holy moly. 125,000 on the top. Looks like it's still going. Handful of you guys in the chat caught it. So far, so good. Well done. Still moving. 180K, says Rasul. You think this is going to 180K? Let's draw a line on 180K and see if it'll get there. This is 180,000 market cap right there on this line. We'll see. What is this I heard about Elon and Barron with this bull coin? Takwache, you're telling me that you bought this coin at 130,000 market cap? How did you buy this at 130,000 market cap? All-time high was 120. Bro, you cooked yourself. There is no more conviction? Speak for yourself, bro. There's plenty of quality conviction coins out there. Just because you miss them doesn't mean that they don't exist. Neat coin just hit an all-time high today after existing for 11 months. 11 months this coin's been out. It just hit an all-time high at 47 million. 11 months and this thing hits all-time high at almost $50 million market cap. That's not conviction to you, bro? You serious? You're just not investing in the right coins, little bro. Lock in. 120,000 at the top, chopping it up in the top of the range. Got a lot of volume on this. Definitely one of the most active coins in the market right now. Let's keep looking around. This coin is called Sun. 1 hour old. Had a little bit of a nice wick right here from the bottom. Jumped up quick. 107 at the top right here. Let's keep looking around. Got to be some bangers around here somewhere. Goat. Goat. It's called Goat Rider. And it's Elon Musk riding a goat. But I just got to say, that doesn't even look like a goat. Chat, does this look like a goat to you? It says he's riding a flying hamster. The AI thinks this is a hamster. That shit does not look like a goat. They can't even name the right animal. Oh my goodness, this thing just wicked up like crazy. All-time high at 157. Are you guys seeing this? Really impressive growth right here. Everyone that put a W in the chat earlier, put a W if you're still holding this. W in the chat if you're still holding this one. It's going up like crazy. Pretty impressive growth. We've already drawn a line on this chart at 180. We'll see if we can reach up there. Let's move this. So far, so good. So far, so good. We're off to a good start. Been streaming for about 10 minutes, and we've already caught a pretty big banger. Let's see how much harder this runs. What are we thinking on Snowdrift? What is Snowdrift? Brother, this coin's 11,000 market cap. This coin was bundled to smithereens. I think this thing goes to zero. I'm not going to lie. It did just recently have Dex paid. That's half bullish. World's cutest otter? Brother, I thought this was a dog. The fuck do you mean otter? Chat, put a W in the chat if this looks like a dog. Put an L in the chat if you think this looks like an otter. W in the chat if this looks like a dog. L in the chat if this looks like an otter. What are we thinking? That shit look like a dog, bro. What is with all these coins launching tonight that can't even get the animal right? They said that Elon was riding a goat. It wasn't a goat. It was a hamster. Now they got a dog. The dev's last 6 coins bonded. Is that true? 6 coins in a row bonded and this guy can't even bond? This? That's not quite true. His last coin didn't bond. Then he bonded 1. Then he had 2 coins that didn't bond. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. So he had 5 coins that bonded, but there was definitely some misses in between. Yeah, I don't know about that, bro. Doesn't look the best in my opinion. This fucking Elon hamster coin is going parabolic right now, and I can't believe my eyes. We just saw this on the dip down at 30, 20K. Now it's at 77K and climbing like crazy. Somehow this Elon Musk riding a goat, but it's not a goat, it's literally a hamster, is going parabolic. Apparently there's a website too. This is probably a drainer. Ride with the goat. Chat. Why does it say goat? Why does it say goat? Am I tripping? Am I tweaking right now? Is this a goat? Oh my fucking God, chat. Does this look like a goat to you, bro? None of this is a fucking goat. Oh my God, chat. Oh my God, chat. They can't even get the right fucking animal. But still, this coin's at 90,000 and wicking like crazy. They are volume botting the shit out of this. Insane growth over here. Something just took another leg up, now at 175 all-time high, just shy of this 180 line that we drew on the chart. We've been watching this range up since the start. So far, so fantastic. I think this looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I think this looks pretty good. Have you guys been winning? You're still holding? Nice. Yeah, we start to stream off quick with a nice little coin that runs like crazy. Let's see if this will push back up to 180 or start collapsing right now. Why not? You ever played that goat game where you... There it was. There was the God candle. 200,000 at the top. We did it, chat. We did it. Wow. Well, that was easy. Literally just started the stream, and as soon as we started, we caught a coin that goes absolutely parabolic. Huh. So far, so great. Let's get a W in the chat for everyone making some profit right here. Let's get a W in the chat for everyone cooking right now. I want to see a W in the chat. W in the chat. This thing's been going crazy. The crypto rap effect. Few understand. Look at that. Another thick green candle. They are shoving it up. Oh my goodness, chat. Holy moly. 220,000. The pipes are surging right now. Insane green candles twapping at the top. 235 and climbing. This thing is shoving upwards. My goodness gracious, chat. There's no better feeling than being in a chart and watching it just God candle after God candle. No better feeling than jumping in something early and watching it just shove upwards. This is clearly the top runner of the market right now. Everybody and their grandmother is jumping into this. What an insane play. Thank you, Nikita. Thank you, Nikita. That is pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. Let's look. So that Goat Rider coin is also still pushing up. Topped out at 110, but now it's rug pulling. I'm not surprised. The coin sucks. There's a coin called Ballsack, but this doesn't even look like a Ballsack to me. Sniffer is one of the first coins that we looked at on stream. It's pretty much at the same line that we saw it at earlier. It's not exactly moving well. Downson's bot just bought more of this token. I bet he ends up rug pulling. The bot just bought right here. He sells for a loss every single time. It's kind of a big buy. $40 buy. Shocker B says something is pumping. Brother, welcome to the party. What's that sniffer about? Stiff, you don't want to ask that, bro. You don't want to ask that. Goat is doing okay as well. Yeah, it's doing okay, but I really don't understand why they called this goat when it's literally a hamster. It's literally a hamster. So why they call it goat? I think it looks like a cat, personally. How has the market been today? It's been lukewarm. Nothing too crazy. The best play today were definitely the printer coins. There were 2 printer coins that came out earlier. The first one was called Believe, and Believe was a banger. It ended up going to 5 million plus market cap literally within the first hour of the coin's launch. The success was driven, if you go and look at their page, they actually managed to coordinate a direct repost from the Solana account, literally Solana, the official Solana account posted them. Mantle posted them, Maestro posted them, Spout posted them, Melee posted them, Arbitrum posted them, Define posted them, FOMO posted them, Meteora posted them, Banana Gun posted them, Trojan posted them, InsideX posted them, Base posted them, Based posted them, OX posted them, Matcha posted them, Orion posted them. Some of the biggest companies in crypto all coordinated at the same time, all posting this coin, sending it up to $5 million market cap right away, just for this coin to effectively rug pull right after. Me personally, I hope this coin goes straight to zero. Solana has a history of endorsing grifts and rug pulls. I don't know who it is that you pay. Apparently you could just pay Solana to tweet about your coin, but that's what's happening here. 280,000 at the top now with an incredible God candle wick right there on something coin. That was a massive twap. Some insane buys coming in. This thing is legging up like nobody's business. Rico's in the chat talking about Patapim. Rico, if you had just been here 10 minutes ago, you would have caught this something coin all the way down here before migration. Now this thing is shoving up 285,000. Fuck you doing talking about Patapim coin, bro? Patapim is not even one of the most popular Italian brain rot characters.
This is a crypto
Poor Rico, chat. This something coin's going crazy. Rico, you haven't seen this? Nikita Beer said, crypto has had a rough year. Maybe we should launch something to fix it. Burr Patapin was a printer launch? Yeah, sorry, LeBro. The only good printer launches were Believe and Deployer. Or whatever that other one was called. Neither of which are doing so hot anymore. But Rico, what do you make about this, Rico? What do you make about this? Solana reposted them, Mantle reposted them, Maestro reposted them, Spout, Melee, Arbitrum, Defined, FOMO, Meteora, Banana Gun, Trojan, InsightX, Base, Based, OX, Matcha, Orion. Like, what do you make of this, bro? Every major platform, fucking a dozen major platforms, including Solana main account, reposted what ultimately was a fucking grift. Is it really that easy? Like, who can you pay at the Solana Foundation to just retweet you like that? I'm genuinely curious. How come they show more love to a launchpad whose coins go straight to zero and whose fees they just extract and take out of the ecosystem than they show to Chillhouse, the only Solana native meme coin? It's a little disappointing, bro. How come Solana main account has never reposted Chillhouse or posted about Chillhouse? Am I wrong? Has there ever been a Solana main account chill or repost or interaction with Chillhouse? Chat, what do we think? They hate Pump at Solana, thus Chillhouse is suppressed. Funny how they hate Pump, man. First ever billion-dollar protocol on Solana, and they hate it. The first platform to do $1 billion in revenue on their platform, and they hate it. Make it make sense, man. Their priorities are all out of whack. Meanwhile, we have these second-rate, low-tier grifts that are launching AI-generated bullshit photos, and Solana just reposts it like, here you go. Free repost. Oh yeah, me and the founder went to college together. Here we go. Oh, we don't king make projects, by the way. A project will never be successful off a Solana tweet, by the way. But we're still going to tweet about these projects. It's a shame, truly. If only there was somebody that was deeply integrated in the Solana culture that could understand the depth and importance of Chillhouse. Someone like a Solana cultural aficionado, someone that like created a project like, for example, Drip, that's all about Solana culture, or maybe a project like Solana Spaces, that's also all about Solana culture. Maybe a guy like Vibu. Vibu seems like he would really understand Chillhouse and what it means for Solana. It's so good that Vibu has been an employee at the Solana Foundation, and now we can finally get a guy on the inside who understands the culture of Solana to really, really uplift the quality projects like Chillhouse. What has Vibu said about Chillhouse recently? He seems like the kind of guy that would really ride for you. Yeah, Chillhouse is on a tear upwards, $4 million market cap and climbing. You know, Chillhouse is a Neat derivative, and with Neat at 40 million, this is a 1 to 10 ratio and seems pretty undervalued at this ratio. Uh-oh, something coin's getting cooked. West, did you sell up there? Chillhouse has flipped Neat on many occasions, and it will happen again, bro. It will happen again. I'm telling you, Rico, in my opinion, what I texted you the other day, I think that's your way forward. I'm not gonna lie. I think if you can pull that off and start seeing some real growth on that front, it's gonna be impressive. You could even partner with other people that are popular in that area. Like, I don't see any reason why you can't just throw a check at them. Like, they're not getting paid for what they're doing. And Web 2 people don't know concept of money. Probably wouldn't even be that expensive. Let's keep looking. Welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, Ynot, greatest crypto rapper of all time, and we're locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar, talking all things cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, decentralized finance, cryptographic encryption, Bitcoin, altcoins, meme coins, and everything in between coins. You already know what's going on. We are locked in the trenches. Goat Rider now up to 140,000. It actually rug pulled hard. Rug pulled from 118K down to 20K. But if you had bought on that 20K dip, it would have gone all the way up to 140K. A literal instant 7x, chat. Have any of you guys been in playing this GOAT coin? We've been following this from a relatively low market cap. Now, all of the volume here is artificial. It's only got 4 Solana and global fees paid. But they are washing some serious cash on this chart. Pretty insane motion right here. Wow. Meanwhile, the floor is falling out on something. They're having a tough time right here. Bolt coin? What is Bolt coin? What is Bolt coin? There's not even a coin called Bolt coin. Is it time to get out something? Well, the time to get out of something would have been at 280,000 market cap, not at 170,000 market cap. You're a little bit late, little bro. You're just riding profit? Well, you would have been riding a lot more if you had sold that Pico Schmico top of that ultimate God candle that wicked it up to 280. This is something I don't understand with you guys. You have to understand momentum. Momentum. Even if you want to sit in this coin over a long period of time, understand momentum. If you see insane God candle wick like this, you see an insane God candle wick like this, you know it's going to go down. It's impossible for a coin to sustain momentum like this. This wick right here is the same as this wick right here, is the same as this wick right here, is the same as this wick right here, is the same as this wick right here. Every single time it happened, it went down. So why wouldn't you just sell the top? Every single time it happened, it went down. So why wouldn't you just sell the top? You sell up here, then you buy back in down here. You buy back in down here when the dip is getting really gnarly. You buy back in. Suddenly you're dealing with 50% more coins for the same price. You've effectively doubled your profit for the same price. Why not? You guys need to learn how to read momentum. You need to learn how to read the volume on a chart. If this thing is wicking up like crazy and every single time it wicks up like crazy, it just retraces hard, then when you take that epic God candle in that moment of euphoria, you're like, oh my God, this thing is going awesome. Then you sell. That's the prime time to sell. Goat coin is going crazy. Look at that, chat. Goat is now up to 220,000. We've been following this since 30K. This thing ended up dipping down to 20K. Now at 200K, you could have hit a 10x in less than 10 minutes. Vaughn says, GOAT isn't even a real coin. Brother, the profit's real. Nobody cares if the volume's not real. Nobody cares if the coin's not real. All that matters is the profit. Could you have made a 10x in less than 5 minutes on this coin? Yes. So who cares if it's not real? It's a lot like, well, I'm not going to draw that analogy. But there's other things in life that aren't real but are still enjoyable. I'll just leave it at that. Baby says, can you check out what the dog is doing, coin? Let's see. Chat, what are some things that are not real but are still enjoyable?
This is a Crypto Rap exclusive.
What are some things that are not real but still enjoyable? Think, reflect on life. Stift says love. Chill, bro. Marduk says fleshlight. Yeah, that works. Hellshop says mentions. What do you mean by that? Oh, meme coins. Yeah. Bark says life, real. A BBL. Teresa says movies. Movies. That's right. Look, this thing is at 6.43 million, bottomed out at 3.3 million. I don't know. The coin looks fine. It's honestly got an upward channel here if you're looking on a long enough time frame. Yep, something is having a little wick up. Let's zoom in on this, see what's going on. Trying to take an effort to recover. 230K at the top, 200 right there. Still not quite at all-time high. I guess I was a little bit early on this line. I actually should have put it right around here. But yeah, it's doing the thing. It's doing the thing. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. Thoughts on the Great White? I do not endorse any TikTok coins. If somebody is telling you to buy a coin on TikTok, that coin is a rug every single time. I do not endorse any TikTok coins. On that note, what's Safe House at? Well, it's actually still at a decent market cap. Jackson says, except for all K's coins. Is that a joke, Jackson? Have you bought into any of these coins? And if so, what which? Hamza, there have been plenty of fantastic coins that we've looked at on my stream. Just this stream alone, we've seen 2 coins hitting a 10x. I haven't even been live for 30 minutes. 2 coins hit a 10x. There's some fantastic coins that we're looking at. What about Good Energy? Good Energy is not a TikTok coin. Casey, that is exactly right, bro. And that's the most bearish part of it. What about Pepe? What about Pepe? Pepe is not that kind of a mover. Good Energy. Well, you see it right here. It's at 469,000 market cap. They just revealed their can not too long ago, which pushed their market cap up. But unfortunately, their X account got shut down in the most recent purge that's happened. And they're working on getting it restored, but it hasn't quite happened yet. So this thing is at a little bit of a lull. Kind of in a down slump right now. Here's M, macro. 309 at the top, 132 middle of the road. Zoom out on this. Interesting coin right here. Bonded over a month ago, but for some reason just wicked up like crazy to 300,000. Sniffer now starting to climb a little bit. Just pushed a new all-time high. I drew a line on it the first time we saw it on the stream around 20,000 market cap. Actually ended up falling to 12,000 and then even as low as 11,000, but then just wicked up to 35. Slow and steady on that chart. Meanwhile, GOAT at 240 and ripping right now. All-time high at 260 with another green God candle loading on this chart. Pretty impressive wicks up here. A lot of volume. Things shoving up like crazy. All of the volume's artificial, but they are washing it. What's going on with meme coin? I can't be bullish on this. Due to new XAPI restrictions, news items with more than one symbol associated will be shared with hashtags instead of cash tags. Thank you for your attention to this matter. It's a 3-hour-old tweet. Shit doesn't even make any fucking sense, honestly. Yeah, I don't know why it's pumping all of a sudden. Either somebody's washing money through this, or there was just an interaction from a high-profile figure. You'd have to do some on-chain research to figure it out. The only thing I can think is maybe Nikita Beer interacted with it or something. I don't see anything recent on this. Everything is old on this. So it doesn't really make sense. Whatever informational edge they had to moon this coin, we don't have it. What, in your opinion, is your favorite market cap to buy into a coin at? I know it depends, but most common. For me, it's under 30,000. I like to get into coins under 30,000 market cap. Look, this coin right here, dumb money. Dumb money. About Roaring Kitty. This coin has wicked up to $1.3 million market cap twice now. 4 hours old, had an insane God candle in that 3-minute range. Within 10 minutes, this coin was already up to $500,000 market cap. YTR says, are you rug pulling? Yes, absolutely, bro. Every single day, every single moment, I am just launching coins left and right, pulling the liquidity. I'm sending you guys drainer links. I love to rug, bro. I love to rug. That's why everybody watches me. Everybody loves to buy my rugs. I'm the #1 rug puller in all of Solana, bro. This coin just migrated. 35K at the top, still pushing. Live, laugh, rug. That's real. Time frames, I'm looking at 3-minute charts right now, but I'm gonna dial that down actually. Here's a 30-second. He did a TikTok on rugging. That's right. I've done a whole symposium on rugging. In fact, we'll do a rug pull class. We'll do a rug pull class in the Discord. I'll teach you guys how to rug pull for real, for real. How to bundle, how to pull liquidity, how to do artificial volume and volume bots, how to trick people on TikTok lives into buying your coins, how to rent a Lamborghini and LARP and pretend that it's yours. We'll give you guys the full sauce. When? Oh, trust, bro, trust. It's coming up. We'll teach you guys how to ask for people's seed phrases. How much does your Discord cost? It's totally free and always will be free. Look forward to seeing you in there. It's been around for over 4 years. There's over 11,000 people in there. It's the best free community in crypto. What does bonded mean? So there's a market cap. It's the bonding market cap. It's this number that you see in the bottom right. It's also known as migration. Oh, they finally did a DEX paid on this. So migration is 35,000 market cap right now. It's basically when a coin's liquidity migrates. That means that they're adding liquidity. Liquidity is like $5,000. They can't just add liquidity to every single coin that launches. So once it hits that threshold, that bonding market cap, it has enough demand, enough attention that it's actually worthwhile for the platform to add the liquidity. The liquidity migrates. I think it migrates from pump V1 to pump V2. That's how it works. I bought Dog with Hat at 22 cents a while back before the hype. Nice, bro. Is your name by any chance Ansem? Anyways, migration market cap it's more a psychological game than it is an actual tangible market game. But a lot of people do respect migration market cap for one reason or another. It used to be back in the day that when it hit migration market cap, especially when pump was still on radium liquidity, you would actually have to wait. There was actually a pause in the trading. You literally couldn't trade your token until it migrated. And sometimes migration would take as long as 10, sometimes 20 minutes. And everyone would just be sitting there. You couldn't even touch the chart. And then boom. It was all like a gun at the start of a race. Everyone would be off to trading. Do you think Roaring Kitty's GME is going to come back? Honestly, bro, I couldn't be bothered. I don't give a fuck about that boomer shit. GameStop stock is honestly one of the dumbest shits ever. I hope he switches over to the light side and starts doing meme coins, which are what GameStop should have been in the first place. 393 right here on GOAT. This thing has been shoving up like crazy. Did any of you guys catch this one? Because we've been following this. And it ended up rugging to 20K. And if you had bought at 20K, you would be damn near at the top. You'd have a 20x right now. Literally a 20 times within less than 10 minutes. Now, all of the volume is artificial. This coin is no doubt going to rug pull, probably in one thick red candle like it did before. But if you had been brave enough to buy the blood down there at 20,000, you would have seen this ride up to 400,000 in less than 10 minutes. Pretty impressive. Josh says, meme coins are the only place you can casually catch a 20x. Yes, definitely. One of the few places. Here's a coin called X coin that's going parabolic right now off of the recent Nikita Beer tweet. Nikita Beer says that X is going to do something for cryptocurrency, and now people are speculating that there's going to be an official X coin. There's no way that that's true. I imagine that's a lot like the Mr. Beast is going to launch a coin on the Super Bowl phenomenon, but it's just not going to happen. What do you think about the coin Strategic Nuclear Reserve? Well, brother, if your coin has the word strategic and reserve in it, it's a rug pull. If your coin has the word strategic and reserve in it, it is definitely going to zero, bro. They're going to use XRP for X payments? For sure, bro. That's why they renamed X to X, because it was the X, and then now they just need the RP. Oh my goodness gracious. Did you guys see that candle? That thing just God candled to a brand new all-time high at 285,000. Somebody twapped some crazy buys in there. This candle is shoving up, about to close one of the tallest green candle wicks that we've seen. Wow. Look at that. Brand new all-time high at 285. This thing is shoving it. Looks like we could be getting another leg up right here. My goodness gracious. How to detect fake volume? Well, you can look at the transactions and see what are the size of the transactions. What are the size of the transactions and the frequencies? Or you can look at the global fees paid. That's another indicator. That metric at the top. Coins with artificial volume will have suspiciously low global fees paid. So there's a couple ways to see. Health Shop says, I sold the top and bought the bottom. Nice. That would have been the move. That definitely would have been the move. It was pretty easy to do, honestly. This top was fairly easy to predict after that tall green candle run, and this bottom was fairly easy to predict, and if you missed it once, you could have hit it twice. Goat moving, yep, just cracked over 400,000 market cap, still shoving upwards, 404,000. We managed to catch not one, but two runners. Not one, but two coins to hit a 10x on this stream so far. Both of them still shoving upwards pretty convincingly. Both of them recently hitting new all-time highs within the past 5 minutes. Pretty impressive. Please go deeper on fake volume. Well, for that, you're going to have to watch the class, bro. What was your most profitable trade? A lot of money, bro. I made a lot of trades, single trades, that are more than a surgeon would make in a year, bro. Usually over just a couple month time frame. Oh my goodness gracious. 450,000 here on the top of GOAT. Jeez Louise. Seal says, it seems like everyone's buying heavy today. Why is that? I don't know, man. Monday? Maybe it's because it's Monday. The landscape is pretty clear in the market right now. Folks feel confident. The past few weeks, it's been a lot of uncertainty in the market. What with all the war stuff. But now people feel like they've hit a stride. And now they actually understand the war stuff. I think that's what it is. Confidence and a good Monday. Alts and majors up. Everything's trending up. Volume's trending up. Market cap's trending up. You can see these green. Total crypto market cap's up 4% today, which is huge. It's massive. Bitcoin's damn near 75,000. That's something we haven't seen in a while. So everything's looking pretty good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Goat Rider taking a turn for the worse. Another nice wick on something, topping out at 265. Not quite all-time high yet, but it is pushing up slow and steady. Look at maxing chart. Sure, bro. I love meme coins that are 3 months old.
This is a crypto.
Does this mean it's going to go back down soon then, or is that part of the guessing? What do you mean, the macro or the meme coins? 5.3 million at the top, 1.2 million on the bottom. If you like holding coins for a lot of months, then welcome to the party. If you don't like holding your coins for a lot of months, don't even bother with this. Kev says, do you go short too? No, I don't do perps if that's what you're asking. But there's a lot of people in our immediate circle that love perps and trade a lot of perps. I bought on my phone and it's just frozen. Uh-oh. You got rug pulled, little bro. How do you short on Axiom? You click the Perpetuals tab here at the top. This is the Perpetuals tab. This is long. This is short. You can change your leverage here. 20x to 40x.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Belief coin. Here's Belief coin. Did I see Genius on BNB went to $1 billion in a couple days just recently? Brother, did I see it? Did I see it? I didn't just see it, bro. I lived it. I lived it. Pray for me, bro. Pray for me. Genius, you see? Pray for me, bro. Man. It was pretty exciting, though. I'm not going to lie. Everyone thought it was going to be the next Siren coin. Hey, man. I bought the new Cupsy coin today at 300K. Now it's sitting at 20K. Do you have any advice? Well, if Cupsy bought it, that means it's an Omega Super Gem. So if Cupsy bought it, that means it's definitely going to $1 billion market cap, man. I would just hold until it goes to $1 billion. 20K to $1 billion on a Cupsy coin, that only takes like 2 days, bro. So just wait 2 days. If it's still a low market cap, then just buy whatever Cupsy buys next, bro. Trust. Copy trading Cupsy is one of the easiest, most profitable strategies you can ever do in crypto, bro. I copy trade Cupsy for every single one of my trades, man. Look at that. Sniffer now up to 41,000. It was the first coin that I checked on my stream. We saw it over here at 20K and ended up falling as low as 11K. Now up to 41,000 at the top. Definitely a slow cook. Where do you trade? This is Axiom. AXIOM.trade. Baby. You have a bot set up to copy trade his wallet? Shh, lucky. I have to do it manually, bro. I have to do it manually. You need to tell these kids you're LARPing? What do you mean LARPing, bro? I copy trade Cupsy for every single trade. Cupsy is the most profitable trader in the market. Why wouldn't I copy trade him, bro? Copy trading Cupsy is just genius level. Why would I do the hard work of trading for myself when I could just copy the homework of the greatest trader in the market, bro? Cupsy is a very profitable trader, for real. You just got to see game for game. That's what I'm saying, bro. You guys don't even have to make your own decisions. All you have to do is copy trade Cupsy. If you copy trade Cupsy for every single trade, you're just never going to lose. Cupsy is like the Nancy Pelosi of meme coins. This thing just topped out at 487,000, still shoving up, damn near 500,000. We'd seen this as low as 20,000, chat. 20,000 on this dip. Now it's up to 480,000, chat. 20,000 to 480,000. Do the math on that. That's a clean 24x. Damn near 25x. This is insane, chat. This is insane. They are washing this money like a laundromat in Las Vegas, chat. You are not ready for this. Insane growth on that chart. That is really quite special. It ended up being a crazy breakout. Let's keep locking in. Can you show the leverage thing again, please and thank you? Literally, why, brother? Just go to Axiom and click perpetuals. It's that easy. If you want to fiddle around with it so bad, then please, by all means, fiddle around with it. That's not my job. Wasja says, how can we copy Cupsay? How can we copy Cupsay? How can we copy Cupsay? Fuck. Fuck. Sniffer just god candled up to 77.7 thousand market cap. You see the line. We saw this on the very first 2 minutes that this coin came out. Saw it at 20K. Saw it after that as low as 11K. Now it's up to 77,000 and ton of volume. Crazy god candle. A lot of motion on this chart. Look at this, chat. Look at this. This is pretty impressive. We've been cooking on this stream. This is the third coin that we've seen going absolutely parabolic just on this stream. Seems like the market's really back in a meaningful way. A lot of coins going absolutely crazy. Everybody that's new here, I was joking about copy trading Cupsy. If you copy trade Cupsy, you're going to lose every single time. You are never going to make any money. You're going to get rinsed. Been on your live several times. You're doing a great job. Thanks, Henry. That is very nice of you. What is the coin? Can you not see the name of the coin right here? The name of the coin is always at the top in the middle of the screen. You can see it right there. Irish says, I'm only down 10 sold today. Really? Only down 10 sold today? Seems like they haven't patched the copy trading Cupsy method.
This is a crypto
Goat taking a downward trend right here. Topped out at 512 and now it's falling pretty hard. Look at this, 308,000. Ross says, you made 6-7 mil? What did you start with? Ross, I have never in my entire lifetime put more than $300 into cryptocurrency. If I'm being realistic in terms of money that I actually moved with, I started with $40, bro. I started with $40. Crypto is one of the few industries on the planet where you can start with damn near nothing and turn it into everything. It's one of the most volatile industries on the planet, and volatility is a two-way street. You can lose it all right away, or you can gain it all right away. Lock in, learn, master this, and what you'll understand is that crypto is the most opportunity-rich industry on the planet and the most rewarding way to spend your free time. It's probably the only chance that you have to escape the 9-to-5, to leave the rat race, and get out of the wage cage. Tell us your $40 to 6-7 million story. Well, I started with $40 and I bought a meme coin. It was called Ynot. My $40 turned into $20. I was very sad because I lost all my money. But you see, I'm a rapper. And as a rapper, I decided to leverage my talents and work for my bag. So I made a rap about the coin that I bought. I posted it on 4chan, which was the most popular place to talk about cryptocurrency at the time. People really liked my rap. So the coin went from $40, it went from $40 down to $20. Then I had $2,500 within 1 week. The coin effectively did 100x from where I made this song. After that, I was like, okay, this is sick. I quit my job. That $2,500, I traded it back and forth for quite some time. I ended up getting added to some private chats because people really liked my song. And in those private chats, they had a pretty good edge on the market. So I saw a lot of good plays. I had a lot of exposure to some quality coins. I just kept trading. I lost a lot. I learned a lot. Within 3 months, 4 months, I'd made my first 20K. 20K, I think, is for everyone the best sort of starting point that you should get to if you're interested in trading cryptocurrency. Your goal is to trade to 20K. If you can trade to 20K, you can trade to 100K, you can trade to $1 million. So master getting to 20K. Once I got to 20K, it took me about 4 months. I turned that to 60K within 5 months, 6 months. 7 months, 8 months, I was already up to 6 figures, and the rest is history. Let's keep locking in. It takes a couple months of consistent effort, of consistent and continuity, showing up to the market every day, studying, practicing. It's really important who you surround yourself with, making a name for yourself and connecting to other people. It's really important. So just do that. They say, play the song. Where can I hear the rap? You can find it online. There, I'm. This is not a stream for rapping. This is a stream for meme coins. I have my website in my bio. You can go and listen there. What confluences do you need to enter a trade? Ross, that's a really good question. So crypto is a lot different from the stock market or options or anything like that. The confluences that you're looking for are both quantitative and qualitative. Qualitative confluence matters a lot more in crypto than it does in any other market, because this is an attention economy and it's an economy based on culture. Quantitative metrics are numbers. These are things like your market cap, your liquidity, your supply, global fees paid, distribution percentages, volume, etc., etc. Then your qualitative are not numbers. These are things like narrative, like culture, like community, like content. So you're looking for a front run on attention. What you want is a confluence between the narrative of a coin, how many people are holding it, the rate at which that coin is increasing in market cap, the amount of volume it has, the health of the distribution. I always say the three most important things are distribution, narrative, and volume. Volume indicates demand. If there's a lot of volume, people like the coin. That means there's attention. It's a good indicator for the narrative. If the coin has a good narrative, it can be successful even in spite of bad quantitative metrics. And then distribution is essential, because if the coin doesn't have a healthy distribution, it's just going to rug you.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
But the truth is, there's literally dozens of characteristics in any coin, both quantitative and qualitative. You're looking for as much confluence as you can find between all of them. Do you use Axiom or Terminal? I use Axiom. This is Axiom. W for something. Yeah, it's kind of struggling in the top of this range, but it did a good job of reaching up to here. I appreciate you teaching us how to fish, but I'm kind of tired and just need a fish handed to me. If you're tired, then you're not going to make it. If you're tired, then you're a whiny bitch. One time, I lost $150,000 in 1 hour. You best believe I was tired, bro. But did I give up? Did I quit? Did I turn around and run? No. I didn't cry. I wasn't a whiny bitch. I doubled down. I made 3 times back that in less than 2 weeks. Lock the fuck in. There's no time to be tired. You only have one life. How about that 100K donation? How about I slap you in your face with my fat dick 100,000 times, bro, until you bleed from your cheeks? Let's keep logging in. Nikita Bohr taking some legs up. It's a popular coin. A Nikita Beer meme coin. And he's been posting a lot about crypto on the timeline. HB005, please, I'm going to need you to screw in your brain for 3 seconds, bro. I'm going to start crashing out if these idiots keep crawling in my chat. You stupid son of a bitch. There is a literal tab at the top of the screen that says perpetuals. Click the tab that says perpetuals. If you can't even find the fucking tab for trading perpetuals, you do not have the IQ to trade perpetuals, little bro. You are going to lose every damn penny. What makes you think that you can do leverage long and short if you can't even find the fucking tab, bro? Are you serious? Been playing in this space since Sol launched and been overall in crypto since Bitcoin was less than $1. So are you a billionaire yet? Have launched many meme coins, still never done well, and no. That is definitely a skill issue, bro. But kudos to you for not giving up. Kudos to you for not giving up. You only lose when you give up, bro. But it's time for you to lock in. You know, stop settling for mediocrity. If you've been in for that long, you've blown a lot of opportunities, but you've been around long enough to know that the opportunities never stop coming. There's going to be some good stuff down the pipeline. You just got to stay locked in. Do you have any faith in Rio Taro? I don't know what Rio Taro is. How do you feel about these insider groups on X? What percentage of them are actually real? None of them. There's no such thing as an insider group that you can get into. If you're just like a regular person that doesn't have any talent or hasn't contributed meaningfully to anything in the space, there is never a meaningful, worthwhile insider group that you can get into. Until you make a name for yourself, until you're already successful, until you add value to an environment, you will not be in any meaningful insider groups. You cannot pay to get into a successful insider group that doesn't exist. You can pay to get into groups, but they're just going to take your exit liquidity and treat you like the sheep you are. I had a guy reach out to me today, actually, on Telegram. Let me read what he said. He said, we want to build a cabal with solid folks, with friends and friends of friends. We need degens who can properly move a token, you know, bag workers. So I'm extending you an invite. It's a cabal with good KOLs and degen hunters involved. We're getting ECAs and way better entries to plays in there. Folks from different FNFs are gathered in there too. Here's the TG. Everyone's request will be accepted in a bit. I appreciate the time, for real. You dope. I ghosted that fool. There is nothing that that guy can do to add value to me. I'm not going to lie. How many hours a day do you grind?
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
I'm on the stream for many hours a day, bro. My goal is 5 hours every day, but I try to hit 8 or 9 on a good day.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Which platform is this? This is Axiom. Axiom.trade. I want to see this sniffer token hit a brand new all-time high. Where do you see Bernie Sanders going? I don't see a good outcome. I don't see a good ending for Bernie Sanders. A good ending for Bernie Sanders would be going the way of Ynot, where it survives for months and it ends up cruising up to a multi-8-figure market cap, maybe even eventually touching a 9-figure market cap. That seems out of the question for me, bro. I just don't think it's the kind of narrative that's interesting enough and could sustain growth like that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it just chops in the same range that it's been at. Sometimes it'll wick up when Tully mentions it, but ultimately I think it trends to 0. How do you have the top 10 holders thing on the chart? There's a little button here in the top right. It's called chart settings. You click that chart settings button, and then it's under top holders. You can also do watched lines to include KOLs. Let's keep logging in. I have to admit, your no BS attitude on this stream is refreshing. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not here to shill anything. I'm not here to tell anybody to buy anything or to sell anybody anything. I'm like you, bro. I've held Bitcoin since 2015. I've seen Solana at $6. I've been in the game for a long time. I don't need money from these people. I just want to educate them and onboard them and show them the ropes to have sustainable success, because nobody else is doing that. Keep your eyes on the prize, chat. Keep your eyes on the prize. This is your grandkids' college fund. This is your grandkids' college fund. Keep your eyes on the prize. J.M. Wesley says, teach them how to lose money. Wesley, don't project, bro. Just because you're losing money doesn't mean everyone is. Chat, put a W in the chat if you've made money off of meme coins. Put a W in the chat if you've made money off of meme coins. Just out of curiosity, how many people in the chat have made money off of meme coins? Put a W. W, 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 W. Shout out to Perion. W. W, 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 W. Gatsby says, not yet. Gatsby, that's the right attitude, bro. Not yet. You know, it's not easy. Even though a lot of people in here have done it, it's not easy. I'm sure many of these folks can tell you that they've lost a lot before they learned enough to actually be successful. Casey says, just from your Discord, I've made over 10,000. Damn, Casey, nice. Well done. Made over 10,000 from my Discord? How come I never got a cut of that? But yeah, it's good to see you guys are winning. Good to see you guys are winning. That's what I like to see. Let's keep locking in. Killed it on Turbo and Toshi. Nice. A base chain meme coin slinger. That's pretty rare. Discord link. It's right down there in the chat. Totally free to join. Always will be free to join. It'd be nice if you guys were a little bit more active in there. Biggest wins were Shiba and Saitama. Wow. The OG Ethereum anime coin meta. OG Ethereum anime coin meta was so much fun, bro. Those were the days. Last run, damn near 2 runs ago at this point. 99.9% of meme coins are just people liquidity farming. Finding the gems is what this guy got good at. And it's hard. That's real. Even today, it's a much more predatory landscape. I mean, the market is so bearish right now that you just can't let your money sit anywhere. Most of the coins are going the way of this coin that you're watching right here. I anticipate that this coin never even crosses all-time high again. Maybe I'm too bearish on this, but a lot of coins in the market are just PvPing sub 20k market cap. Sub 20k market cap, all they need is volume. If they have volume, they can extract a lot of money out of a coin without it ever even migrating. If you look at the top traders on this, I bet they made quite a few Solana on this already. Look at this. This guy made literally $2,000. Could you imagine making $2,000 on a coin that didn't even cross 17,000 market cap? The guy made damn near 22 Solana. 22 Solana. 22 Solana from a coin that didn't even crack 20,000 market cap. Was that the dev? Yes, it was the dev, bundler, sniper. But don't worry, he wasn't alone, because this bundler sniper that was also associated with the dev cracked $626, so damn near 7 sol. This bundler sniper made 600, so that's 6 sol. This bundler sniper made 150. All of these bundler snipers, the top 4 holders, in total, they pulled out over 40 Solana. Over 40 Solana from a coin that never even went to 20,000 market cap. Isn't that crazy, chat? Savory Safari, the landscape of meme coins is really different today than it was back when you got started. Back in the day, you had to hold coins for a long time with conviction to see meaningful gains. Nowadays, people have mastered extraction. It's like Fortnite, bro. It's like any extraction, looter shooter, right? You're jumping into the trenches right away. It's a PvP arena right away. You are gunning people down, grabbing gear, trying to move as fast as possible. And you win if you are efficient, you win if you are fast, and you win if you are dynamic and can adapt to different situations. This guy literally cooked over 40 Solana off a coin that never even cracked 20,000 market cap. He didn't need the coin to go to 200,000, 500,000, million market cap. He still cooked 40 Solana. That's the trenches that we're trading in today. It's very different from what you and I grew up doing. But that's the reality. Why would you wait for 500K? Why would you put in all the effort to make a long-term, high-conviction hold that goes multi-million if you can make the same profit on a coin that doesn't even crack 20K? Why? Because people are stupid. That's the other difference, Safari. Back when you and I were trading, people knew how to read a smart contract. People studied holders before they jumped into the coin. People used every tool at their disposal in order to research before they bid a coin. Nowadays, people don't research. Nowadays, the IQ of the average investor is so low, they just jump in blind. They don't even care if somebody's holding 30% of the supply. They'll still jump in blind. And it's not even mostly people that are trading. There's a lot of just bots and shit. And the bots are certainly not paying attention to any of these metrics. Now, that being said, this coin did end up recovering, now for the first time cracking over 20,000. But still, the dev is actively selling on his bundled wallets. These P&Ls are getting larger. It's vicious out here. It's vicious out here. I don't know where my bubbles went. I had all of my bubbles, but now they're all gone. Where'd they all go? There we go. There we go. Which platform is this? This is Axiom. Oh, they just paid Dex. Interesting. If you had one tip for new meme coin traders, what would it be? The most important thing is that you survive. 99% of people that start trading crypto end up quitting because they don't survive. They lose all their money. Your goal is to not lose all your money. There are two very simple rules that you can follow to not lose all your money, but these are the two rules that get ignored the most by new traders. First, never invest more than you're willing to lose. This is the easiest rule, but people don't understand it, they don't implement it, and it ends up burning them every time. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. Think about it deeply before you start trading. What that means is when you put money into this market, it's the same as you taking a dollar bill and putting it into a fire. If you had a bonfire at the beach, you had a dollar bill, you throw it into that fire. That's what happens to every penny that you put into crypto. You don't come here with money that you need. You don't come here to make enough money to pay the rent. You only come here with what you can afford to lose. Because the number one cardinal rule is if you can lose it, you will lose it. That is how the market works. Especially when you first get started, you're going to lose everything you put in. Survival is essential, so never put in more than you're willing to lose. Second, invest less until you win more. Less is more. This is another common mistake that new traders make all the time. You think that you have to put in a lot of money to make a lot of money, but that's not real. You put in a lot of money, you're going to lose a lot of money. That's how it works. Crypto is volatile. It's one of the few industries on the planet where you can have low starting capital and end up making a ton of money. If you start small, you can win a lot if you are strategic and careful about how you navigate the market. Knowledge is infinitely more valuable than money. Everyone comes to crypto for money, but few people realize that you have to have the knowledge to actually make the money. That comes from practice, that comes from loss, it comes from determination, and it comes from consistency and continuity. A lot of you guys come here thinking that you can get rich quick, and while it's true that you can get rich quick, it's not easy. That's a big misconception. So take it slow, study hard, show up every day. Full immersion is your best friend. Less is more. When you say you can start with small capital, are you talking about meme coins? Yes, I'm talking about meme coins. Yeah, this is Cupsy. And that's Cupsy selling. Cupsy made a lot of money on this. He bought once for 215, and then he sold 166, 226, 532, and 305. How high can Solana go up this year? You're asking the wrong question, little bro. If you're spot holding bags of Solana hoping to get rich, you're going to stay broke forever. Young Master says, man, fuck that. I'm about to invest this 2,000 on something. 300 souls. Let's go. All right. Sounds good, little bro. Come back when you lose it all and you're at zero and come beg in my chat, bro. Maybe I'll toss you half a soul or something. Let's keep logging in. This is pretty interesting. So no Solana? So no head?
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Goy story? Bruh. 12,000 market cap here on Goy story. Beaver is interesting. What do you mean by beaver? Oh, this coin? Low cortisol beaver.
This is a crypto rap
The low
exclusive.
cortisol beaver is going super viral on Twitter, getting over 400,000 views in just 4 hours. A very scientific study. What do they mean by a very scientific study? A very scientific study shows that watching this video lowers your cortisol levels. Studies show that watching a beaver eating cabbage lowers stress levels by 15%. Well, a lot of you guys could use this. Let's watch this beaver. This is the beaver. All right, chat. Let's lower our cortisol together. If you watch this video, it's scientifically proven to reduce your cortisol levels. Are you guys feeling relaxed? You guys feeling relaxed? If you watch this beaver eating lettuce, it's scientifically proven to reduce your cortisol. Yeah, he's really knocking it out. I'm not gonna lie. He's just crunching that shit. He's got some pretty dexterous hands. He literally, he's just reaching for that shit. Well, I'm glad we could help you guys with that. So if you like that video, then maybe consider bidding that coin. Let's keep looking around. Well, this coin ended up rug pulling. This coin also ended up rug pulling. This coin also ended up rug pulling. This one still looks like it might be taking a leg up. 75,000, 76,000 on Sniffer. We've been following this since down here at 20K. Ended up seeing it as low as 11K. Now it's at 75K. Up a 7X from when we saw it at the start. Pretty good growth right there. It was literally the first coin that I pulled up on stream. I have a pretty uncanny accuracy rate with the first coin that I pull up on my stream being a banger. What's one of your strategy? If the coin makes me laugh, I ape.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Here's a coin called Bog. Bog the Flying Dog. DGen KG says, heard Ynot is going to run for Solana Summer. Here's the skinny on Ynot, bro. We're shaking out all the low conviction holders right now. We're trying to basically get out anybody that doesn't understand what they have. All the high conviction chads, all the people that are only investing what they're willing to lose, they're going to be left. And when we have that nice floor, then things are going to get a little bit active. But we're flying under the radar right now. We're keeping a low profile. We only want people that can actually hear. Only want people that actually pay attention. Only want people that are strong, high conviction community members to build that floor base at the lowest price threshold so that they are the ones that ultimately get rewarded. That's the mission. So if you're bullish on Ynot, fantastic. Know that we're not going anywhere. But also know that I'm intentionally flying low on that coin. When the time is right, we'll make it happen. There's a date that everyone keeps talking about that's going to be pretty bullish for that coin. But I will not be mentioning that date. It's a if you know, you know. Cheers, Safari. Stay well. Have a good evening. God bless. Take care. Sniffer with a brand new all-time high at 85,000. Pretty good on the leg up right there. There it is. I sniffed really hard on stream and we God candled. I sniffed really hard on stream and it whacked 120,000. You guys faded. You thought I was just fucking around. You thought it was a joke. I sniffed that candle right up to my nose. You motherfuckers faded me. You thought I was just playing around. You think I can't move charts like this? Watch me. There it was. Another God candle right there on the top. You guys fade. You really fade. Man, you guys don't know who you're watching. You guys are not familiar with the crypto rap effect. Let's keep looking. You said Goy story video? Let's go watch it. Okay, chat. Chat, what the fuck is this?
You're my favorite toy. You do everything I say.
Chat, what the
you
fuck
go
is this?
wherever I point you. And the best part is,
Are you guys
you
serious
think
right
it's
now?
all your idea.
BB!
Is this why the
BB!
polar
Put
ice
those
caps are
stupid
melting?
toys away and come eat your breakfast. You have a very busy
This
day
is
of
why we don't
destroying
have any
nations
clean
today.
drinking water within the next 10 years.
That boy really abuses those
You guys
stupid
use
toys.
AI to build this bullshit. Oh, my goodness, Chad.
What the hell are you guys looking at? On your feet! We're going to war! I don't know who we're fighting or why, but Bibby said go, so we're going! Don't ask questions! Move out! I
gonna
gave
shut
that
down my
kid
TikTok
everything
stream
he
for
asked
this.
for,
Joe
and I
Byron?
still ended up on the floor.
Oh
Good
my
luck, Jack.
God,
Hey!
Jack.
Zip it, Sleepy Joe. Can you
island?
not see I'm building something very
No
important here? This is the
fucking
third
way,
temple.
Jack.
Come on,
No,
man.
bro.
And when Bibby sees it, he's gonna realize I'm his favorite toy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, the problem is this coin has been launched multiple times within the past 8 months, but this video is 9 hours old. Sniffer now at 100,000 market cap. We've been sniffing that up to a brand new all-time high at 123. Just took a pretty gnarly red wick right there. Sorry if this is a noob question, but is a cold wallet really necessary? You know, if you don't have a lot of money, you said my mic is low. Is my mic low, chat? If you don't have a lot of money, then it doesn't really matter if you lose it all, right? You only need like a cold wallet or a hard wallet if you have a lot of money. If you have a lot of money, like an amount that you're not comfortable losing, then it's smart to start getting into cold wallets and hard wallets and whatever. But I'm not gonna lie, a lot of you newbies just end up getting rug pulled anyways. Like, a lot of you newbies end up getting drained. That video was loud? Oh, sorry, I couldn't even hear it. I didn't realize it had audio. You should get a ledger. I mean, maybe not a ledger, maybe a Trezor, but ledger is what I have. It's a hard wallet, and then you put money on this. But if you don't have a lot of money, there's no reason for you to use this. If you're just playing with little money, then you're good. No point in splitting a stack of shit that you can't even do. I'm gonna watch videos on this for months before I even attempt it, if I decide to, TBH. If you never take action, then you're never gonna be successful, bro. You could sit there and watch every video in the world, and it's not gonna teach you as much as your first week trading. Van says, thanks, bro. I'm up 3 sold tonight since your stream, starting from your analysis. Let's get a W in the chat for Van. Up 3 sold tonight because of my stream. Let's get a W in the chat. W in the chat for being up 3 soul on the stream. That's what I'm talking about. Look, blood. Trading meme coins is a lot like playing board games. You could sit there and I could explain the rules to you all day long. I could tell you every ins and out, all of the interactions, how to put your pieces on the table, etc., etc. You will never get it until you actually play. It will never make sense to you until you actually play. I could sit here and explain to you all of the rules. It will not make sense to you until you actually play. The same is true in crypto. You could study all you want. You can watch every video in the catalog. You can buy all the courses. You can read and learn everything. It will never make sense to you until you actually put your pieces on the board, until you actually put your coins in the market and start playing. That's the only time you're going to make it. Goy story at 25K. Uh-oh, chat. Is this going to run? So, bro, I'm not telling you to take your life savings and throw it into the market and lose it right away. I'm telling you the opposite. I'm telling you to invest less until you win more. There's no shame, no foul in you losing $2. So why not trade with $2? Start with a portfolio of 20 bucks. Trade $2 at a time. See what you can turn it into. You're going to learn a lot from those $2 trades. If you're really interested in learning, we have a masterclass series. We get guest teachers every week in our Discord, and they teach classes on various crypto topics. We've done macro analysis, we've done altcoins, technical analysis, meme coins, trench trading, how to launch coins, developing apps, crypto development, etc. Had over 11 different teachers, over 22 different classes, over 30 hours of content. And it costs less than a trip to Starbucks. Your favorite was the app and website development one? Nice, bro. I'm glad you're getting something out of that. We actually have another class coming up next week. A CEO of a number of successful companies. He was CEO of one of the first NFT companies. He's actually going to come and teach a class next week. It's going to be really interesting. I mean, dead CEO, multimillionaire, made many profitable companies, etc., etc. He's one of the highest profile guests that we've had yet. He's going to come and teach a class, actually in 2 days. His class is actually in 2 days. It's going to be crazy. He's going to talk about how to use AI to make the most out of investing. He's going to talk about the informational edge of AI and how you can use AI to make a lot of money in the stock market. Paradeer says, hey, why not? I've got a 5-month-old Mayhem coins that are just sitting in my wallet. No liquidity. How do I get rid of them? You're going to want to use a tool like Soul Incinerator. Soul Incinerator. Look up Soul Incinerator. Soul-incinerator.com. This is the thing right here. Basically, you connect your wallet and then you can use it to burn. Yeah, that class is going to be epic. The way to attend the classes is through the WAP. WAP.com/cryptorap. So if you guys are interested in that, go tap in at the WAP. I usually never talk about it, but honestly, I need to talk about it more. I want to grow the number of alpha members. The Crypto Masterclass program. I really want to start expanding to new audiences. I want to like find ways to run ads for it on Facebook and shit. At this point, it has so much value built into it that it kind of sells itself. We just need to increase the signal. Is Phantom okay to use? Phantom is a little bit babies first. Paladin says, I can't imagine how lost I would be without the classes. Respect, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really satisfied with how it's gone so far. You know, there's ups and downs. I feel like I should have done more classes within the past 2 weeks, for example, but we'll make it up. I've reached out to a bunch of people, and we're going to get a lot of high-profile guests pretty soon. You should. Sounds like a good place to learn. No, absolutely. I mean, there's a big demand for information about crypto that doesn't suck, and we definitely offer that, so... Hey man, how did that class go with the guy that ran the Flappy Coin project? It went great. He talked a lot about his project. He gave some serious sauce on AI. It was an impressive class. And West, that would be awesome if you could help out with that. There's a recording in there. Let's keep looking. Alright. Yeah, chat quiet as fuck, bro. Walk away from the stream for 3 minutes and then everybody just goes dark. That's crazy. Guess that's how it goes. Thanks, Hell Shop. I appreciate it, bro. 4 times on Sniffer. It's still going? Oh, wow. Look at that. 125,000 at the top and climbing. Pretty impressive. Not bad at all. I have literally... I had a couple monitors and then I have my laptop. I actually have 3 separate monitors and 2 separate PCs in front of me now. I've got the full setup. 2 separate PCs is savage. One full PC dedicated to streaming and then one PC for everything else. For all the Cabal chats. What broker do you use? This is called Axiom. AXIOM.trade. Deployer's recovering really well. When we first pulled this up on the stream, it was at the low dip of 300,000. Actually, we saw this as low as 250. Now it's all the way up. God candling just wicked to 750,000, a brand new all-time high on Deployer. And we were watching this earlier on my last stream, but when it was dancing between 100 and 200 on the come up. But new all-time high. I was not expecting it to get there that quickly. Just over the course of the stream, we're 1 hour and 30 minutes into the stream, so let's do a little timeline here. Right here is 22, so at 21, it was here, and then 2030. So when I first started my stream, it was down at 318K. Now it's up at 740 all-time high. Pretty good. Goy story about to migrate? Really? Oh wow, nice. Well, we watched all this video together. We've seen this coin as low as 11,000 market cap. Looks like it's on its migration candle right now, if it can actually get up there. That's pretty impressive. Why does Gake not trade again? Because she's under too much scrutiny. She's under too much scrutiny. We've been on a roll tonight. We've caught literally 4 different coins that have just gone up. There's a real turnaround in the market. I'm seeing a tangible shift. Pretty good momentum on a lot of these projects. Did Downson's bot actually make profit for once? No, it sold for a loss again on a coin that actually went up. Downson has literally the worst trading bot I've ever seen. It's actually baffling how every single trade this bot makes loses money. I just don't understand how he's funding this. Has the bot ever actually made a profitable trade? It literally always sells for a loss, and then every single time there's always an opportunity to sell higher. Just doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna have to talk to him about this. It's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, that bot, I don't know, man. Finally bonded on Goy Story. Topped out at 41,000. Pretty impressive on the run up. As more and more people watch the video, I think more and more people bid. It is funny, you guys all agreed. And we saw this all the way down here at this low of 11,000. Now it's coursing up, slow and steady. You already know what the fuck going on, chat. You're in at 12K? Wow, well done. It's a pretty good entry.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
There's a coin called Goy Story? Yeah, we're looking at it, bro. You already know what the fuck going on, chat. We're locked in. I think this stream was responsible for a lot of the motion on Goy Story, I'm not gonna lie. Sniffer's going parabolic, 150k on the top and coursing upwards. Insane motion right here. What's good, bro? We're rocking it. When something migrates, do you say 50-50 chance of going up or down? No. It's more like 80-20. 80% chance that it goes down. Yeah, post-migration dip is pretty standard. You already know what the fuck going on, chat. It's your boy, why not? Greatest crypto rapper of all time. These bitches love Sosa, Rarries and Rovers. Energy's kind of stalled on my stream. I'm just trying to get up to 2,000 viewers. We have 1,944 right now. I'm gonna take a quick break after we hit that benchmark, and then I'm gonna come right back and we'll restart the stream and we'll rocket it up. Break won't last longer than a couple of minutes. So tap that screen, drop some comments in the chat. Let me go feed my cat really quick. Let's get the viewership up. Go and show some love. Yep, let's go, chat. Tap that screen, drop a comment in the chat if you're a real one. All my real ones, run it up right now. You already know what's going on. It's a crypto rap exclusive. Let's feed my cat. Bruh. Tap that screen, show some love. Drop some comments in the chat. Let's get the viewers up. I need you guys. We'll get up to 2,000 viewers. I'll take a quick couple minute break and then we'll be back and ready to rock the night away. Let's get it, let's get it. Bum, 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 bum. Nice. All right. Tap that screen, show some love, drop a comment in the chat. You already know what the fuck going on, chat. All right. We did that. Did that. Yeah, that's a crazy candle on this, I'm not gonna lie. Is my cat profitable? Yes, highly profitable. Goy Story, almost gonna push a new all-time high right here. Goy has an OG starting PvP right now. Yeah, but the OGs all came literally 8 months ago. 8 months ago, the video didn't even exist. It doesn't even make sense to PvP with that. Trencher is trending for some reason. What's going on here? This is not the OG Trencher. It's a vamp attack of Trencher. Just read this entire thread. Grizzle has been completely fucked over and got 86,000 in fees stolen from her. It's time to actually do her justice and send her the fees she deserves. What? Huh. L-Take. As for Pump not stealing money from anyone, in my opinion, they took 86,000 of Grizzle Trencher earnings and gave it away. Then they used Trencher as a fee example, causing people to think she made 104,000 when she didn't, and rubbed it in further, saying 1.2 million would have been her earnings if she had dynamic fees enabled from the start. Huh. Well, my coin launched before dynamic fees were enabled, so I also would have made a ton of money back then, but unfortunately I didn't. But I'm not crybabying about it, so. People often forget there were no creator fees at all when Trencher came out. It did not exist. Interesting. Okay, well, seems like we're kind of crawling and we're not going to get to that 2,000 mark. So I'm actually going to end the stream right now. I'll be back in a couple minutes, maybe like 30 minutes or so, and then we'll be back to rock and roll. Thanks for tuning in. This has been a Crypto Rap exclusive. If you guys are not in the Discord, jump in the Discord. If you're not in the WAP, jump in the WAP. Why? Why not? Why not? Thanks for tuning in. This has been a Crypto Rap exclusive. I'll be back on later tonight, so I'll see you guys then. Make sure you guys come back.